Males of Reddit, what's your creepy girl story? Teenage me talking to a girl a year below. We used to play Neopets together, and one day she sent me a rose with her blood on it. She came to school the next day with a bandage on her wrist. My first girlfriend had a rough home life, and when I tried to break up with her she said she would kill herself, so I backpedaled. This happened multiple times until one of her friends confided in me that she bragged about it to her because she hates being single and was trying to date other people until he was replaced before breaking up with him. I dated this girl one summer during high school. She seemed nice enough and we kind of hit it off at a church function until my summer schedule started. I went from working evening at a local fast food joint to working overnights, and I guess she couldn't cope. She would call my house and accuse my mom of lying for me, and demand she tell her where I really was. She'd drive by all night, and would even wait for me to get home at 6 or 7, still in my work uniform, and accuse me of cheating. Eventually she'd start calling me every hour or so, at work, which as you can imagine my managers just loved. She did not take the breakup well, threatening to kill herself. She threatened to kill me, and she threatened to kill my dog. When I started dating a coworker towards the end of the summer she threatened her too. Blocked her number, because she would text me every day when I refused to reply anymore, after telling her I didn't want to talk. 2 years later I unblocked it out of curiosity, and she is still texting me daily. I sure hope I never run into her in person again. Edit. Just woke up to see this blow up. Guess it's time to unblock her number to see if she sends a text today. There it is, boys. Another text. So, here is a creepy picked up by a girl story. I was in a bar, having a beer and this girl starts talking to me. She seems okay, but the bar is dark. Hard to tell. She asks me if I want to go out to her truck and smoke a joint. I say yes. When we wander out of the bar, the bright lights outside illuminate her face in a disturbing way. I ignore what I'm seeing. She says, "So where is your car?" I say, "I thought we were going to your truck." She says, "No, we are going to your car." Okay, I can deal with this. We get to my car, and she says, "Where is the joint?" I say, "I thought you had a joint." She says, "No. Take me home." Okay, I can deal with this. So, I start driving her home. As I'm driving, she starts rambling, "You can F me, you can screw me, you can do anything you want to me." Okay, maybe I can deal with this. As we approach her apartment she says, "I sure hope my boyfriend isn't home." Oh, can I deal with this? She points to a convenience store and says, "Pull in there and go buy me a 12-pack of beer." I say, "I'm not buying you a 12-pack. So, she gets out of the car to buy beer. I definitely cannot deal with this. Slam the car into reverse and race off into the night. I didn't go back to that bar for a year. Creepy girl. Years ago I had a roommate whose fiancé abruptly ended their relationship. The few days after they ended it, she would show up to my work. I worked retail at the time, looking for me. At the time I wasn't sure why she kept trying to talk to me, but I never really liked her, and she really effed my roommate up by ending the relationship with no explanation. I would constantly hide in the stockroom to avoid her, so she began waiting by my car for my shifts to end. I would usually wait it out until someone working would give me the all clear. But after a few days I lost my patience and just decided to walk to my car. She was there. She confessed her love for me. I said no thanks, got in my car and left. We randomly run into each other around town, and always make awkward eye contact before I realize it's her. Oh boy. It all started in elementary school when this weird girl took a liking to me. She'd follow me around at recess, and if I wanted a recess to myself, I'd have to outrun her and lose her. Kept me in shape. She was a year or two ahead of me, and as soon as she was able, she'd be a teacher's assistant in my class when she could. She'd be watching me from across the room, and would pass notes to me asking if I'd marry her when I grew up. She also came to my mom's house a few times, and left notes on the windowsill. Fast forward to high school, where we landed in the same film arts class. I was usually a cameraman, but when I was in the editing room, there she'd be. She had a face like the man in the moon, round, blank, and gave you the sense that you might look out your window one night and see it looking back in at you. She'd be ogling me from across the room, inching her chair closer and closer, and complimenting me on virtually everything. She likes my clothes, jewelry, hair, and eventually, she wants to kiss me and date me. I was an awkward teenager, so I just dropped lots of hints that I wasn't interested, which she either didn't understand or just didn't give a damn. One day, she basically cornered me in a doorway and said she was going to kiss me. I was in such a position that I could only either take the kiss or physically push her away from me. I didn't know how to react at the time, so I pretty much did a combination of both. Another day, I was biking to school, and she was sitting at the base of a telephone pole at the end of my street, looking at me, as if she was expecting me to come that way. I thought it through, and realized that she must have followed me home from school, then gotten up at the crack of dawn, come back to my street, and waited to see when I'd be leaving. This happened a few times, and I didn't tell anyone, because I thought my family would make fun of me. We've both been out of school for a few years, and she hasn't given up yet. She's found me on Facebook, and messaged me a few times, saying she's tired of being single, and would I ever date her. I've rejected her as clearly as I can, and I hope it sticks. She definitely has autism or something, and maybe she just can't let go of that childhood crush, or can't process rejection. I hope she gets the help she needs. What was really infuriating was when I went to my family for advice. They were all like, "Oh, she likes you, and you should give her a chance. We need to teach our sons and daughters that stalking people is not okay." Oh, my first blind date, set up by friends. I was 22. I can't remember if I had just graduated or was about to, so either late 21 or just turned 22. I pick her up because she doesn't drive. Find out she's a sophomore in college, my alma mater. Cool. I was surprised I'd never seen her before because it wasn't a large uni and she was cute as hell. Fast forward maybe 2 or 3 hours. We just wrapped up dinner and a stroll in a park downtown. Everything went well, and we are walking to a comedy club. She is saying things really weird now, like how happy she is that she met someone like me, about the places she wants to honeymoon at, how many kids we'd have, and how beautiful they'd be if we were married. Now, she was a looker and really fun to hang out with, but who talks about these kinds of things after knowing a person for several hours? Red flags. Cut later into the evening and we are walking to the house I shared with a few roommates. Our place was maybe a block from the comedy club, college neighborhood. She stops me, and we make out for a bit. She is for real acting and talking like we have been long-time lovers now. I make the decision to suggest I take her home. It's getting late, but she insists on coming home with me. I pocket dial my friend. Oh, I'm getting a call. I play it like he needs me for something. He's all high giggling and saying stupid sh as he realizes what must be happening. Now it turned for the worse in a big way. She gets angry, accusing me of being gay and how she never should have come on this date, etc. So she storms off. Woo. 15 minutes later I'm in my house laughing and chatting with my roommates about my date and the back door opens. Guess who walks in? I knew it. She screams. Cue me trying to calm down this crazy girl while my friends are laughing and taking pictures. Eventually her friend comes and gets her. Alicia, if you're out there, I hope you found love. I had an ex threaten me with, "Leave me and I'll kill myself" once. Being my a-hole self, I was at 16. I told her to mention me in her note, and kept on walking. I was not a good person. She broke into my dorm room without me knowing, and stood over me while I slept. When I woke up she invited me to a threesome. I noped the F out of there. Valentine's Day of my junior year of high school, 2 girls asked me out. One was super cute and timid, and I liked her a lot. The other had a boyfriend. After turning the second girl down, She went to her boyfriend and told him to beat me up because I was at fault for making her want to cheat on him. Her boyfriend apologized to me and broke up with her in the same sentence. We both received death threats from that girl for multiple weeks after that.